Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this video. This is definitely gonna be one of them ones, okay? So this video actually started from just a question that I had received, and it actually kind of took me by surprise because I am a person that I felt like I have struggled with my confidence. I feel like actually we all struggle with this. But when the person asked me, like, Tiana, how are you so confident? Like, what helped you build your confidence? I had to literally think, and this is actually what I came up with. So for me, I grew up, a pretty girl. So inherently, people think that just because you look good, you automatically have confidence. You automatically know you that girl. You automatically know that, you can't be fucked with. But the truth of the matter is that it's just not true. I wish it was that way, but majority of my life, I suffered from low self-esteem. I suffered from not feeling like I was enough, or always feeling I had to compare to others around me. And I will start off with saying this: comparison is the thief of joy. If you are somebody that's constantly comparing yourself to somebody else, you can go ahead and pack it up now. You can go ahead and pack it up now, because it's so many people in this world. There's always going to be somebody better, prettier, smarter, more athletic. It's always going to be somebody better. Does that mean that you are not valuable? Does that mean that you are not who you are? No, it does not. I am me, and you are the only person that is you. It does not matter about anybody else, what their talents is, what their strengths and weaknesses are, whatever. They are them and you are you, and you can never be nobody else but you. That is the first thing to understand. Comparison is the thief of joy, and you can only be you. So understanding that is realizing that if I can only be me, I need to know who I am. Because I will say this: the times when I was insecure, the times when I was not really feeling myself, were the times where I did not know who I was. I didn't know myself. I was in a relationship for 7 years. Me and my ex got together when I was like 18, and we stayed together till I was like 25. So majority of my young adult years I spent in a relationship with somebody else, and I really didn't have that personal time to really discover, who I was, what I liked, what I didn't like, what boundaries are, who I am to my core. We are who people tell us we are. You might be this way because your mama told you you need to be this way. Your daddy told you that you should be like this. Your friends, society are telling you who you are. And when you are told who you are, it's hard to be confident in that, because it's coming from outside. It's coming externally. It's external pressure. Because how can I be confident in something that it did not come from me? It did not come from within. So the most important thing in building confidence is knowing who you are. And the way that you can know who you are is to spend time with yourself. If you're not in a relationship right now, praise the Lord that you are not, because now this is your time for you. This is the time for you to focus on who you are, what you like, what you do not like. And this time is very essential to you being the best version of yourself. So yes, definitely spending time with self is important to knowing who you are. So how you can get to know yourself when you are alone is to journal. Like, that is my number one recommendation. Like, literally journal. Like, I've been journaling for 3 years now, and literally my confidence is higher than it's ever been. I love myself more than I've ever loved myself. I know myself more than I've ever known myself. Okay, I'm almost 30. And it's so crazy that majority of my life I've lived it under this person that didn't know who she was. I was living on autopilot, a shell of myself. I was still operating under who people told me I should be, and not who I really was. So I journal daily. Journal as much as you can. I actually journal as soon as I get up in the morning, because yes, there's not always stuff that you want to get out, but yes, there is. Because essentially, even if it's not something that's like monumental, like even the small things deserve to be discussed. I feel like, especially if you are somebody that is quiet, or you're somebody that loves to stay to yourself, Journaling. And even if you are somebody that don't like to stay to yourself, you need to be journaling, because when you are able to journal, you are able to be who you really are. You're able to express yourself authentically. This is journaling is not for everybody to see. Journaling is not for everybody to know what you're writing. This is for you and you only. This is for you to get closer to who you are and what you like and understand yourself. Because ultimately you have to spend time with yourself to understand who you are. If you're always around other people, if you're always focused on everything outside and not what's going on internally, it's hard to be confident when you don't even know what the fuck is going on, girl. You don't even know left from right. You don't even know if you like seafood or soul food. Your family only cooks soul food, so you think you like soul food, but really seafood is your thing. That was maybe not the best example, but majority of my life I thought that I was somebody that liked to go with the flow, when in reality I love to say what's on my mind. Like, I actually don't like going with the flow. I actually like being able to express myself. So yes, understanding yourself is the most important thing you can do. I know I said I was going to give y'all tips, but really that's really just the only tip. The main thing is really just knowing who you are and understanding that you can never be anybody else. You can't wake up and be Beyonce. I'm sorry to tell you. You can't wake up and be well, I was about to say you can't wake up and be Busta Rhymes, but I don't think people is trying to wake up and be him at this age. But you can't wake up and be Lil Baby. You can't wake up and be Drake and these people. You can only be Tiana. You can only be who you are. You cannot be anybody else. What they have is what they have. Obviously they needed that for some reason. But what you have is also what you have. And you needed that for whatever reason, for your destiny, for your path. We are all on our own personal journey, personal path. In this season or this life, this is who I was meant to be. Who you are now is who you were meant to be. So you have to understand that, hey, I might not be this perfect person, but who is? You might not be this perfect person, but who is? None of us is perfect. None of us has everything that we wish we could have got. You could look at an Instagram model and you could think that she living a life, but you don't know what's going on behind doors. You don't know her insecurities of what she doesn't like within her own body. We just see it from the outside, and from the outside it looks like, oh, she got it made. Not knowing that we all go through our own personal struggles. We all have our things that we have to overcome. We all have things that we have to work through. And just understanding that, whatever it is that you are working through, that is just your thing to work through. Understanding that you cannot, again, be anybody but you, and learning who you are is all you really need to be confident. Because once you know who you are, you know that you, again, can never be anybody else, and you learn to understand your gifts, your strengths. You focus on yourself and who you are, and not focused on who everybody else is. You so focused on what everybody else got, who they are, comparing yourself to them. You don't see your gifts. You don't see your strengths. You don't see what God bless you with, because you looking at that grass, you're not watering your own. You have to learn that everything does happen for a reason. Whatever you don't like about yourself, if you can change it, change it. If you can't, accept it. Nobody's perfect. These are the cards you were dealt with. And it's on you on how you choose to play them. So yes, y'all, I won't keep reiterating the same point. But again, please learn who you are. You can learn who you are by journaling, spending time with yourself, doing things that you like to do, going on solo dates, doing things alone by yourself, asking yourself questions on what you like, what you want, what do you want to do. Focus on you and yourself, because really nobody else exists. Yeah, they do, but they don't. Focus on you. You can't be nobody else. You don't know what's going on in their mind, what's going on in their life. You can only be in your life. Be in your life. Be the main character in your life. You giving all your power and focus to all these supporting characters. Do you want to be the main character, or do you want to give them your role? Do you want to let them be the main character in your movie? I think not. I don't give a damn what my movie is looking like. This is my movie. I get to decide. I get to choose. I get to pick. And the thing about that is, yes, you might not like where you are, but you can always improve. Improvement exists. You can improve. You can change. I might not like this thing about myself. I'm going to work on it. I wish I was better at this. I'm going to work on it. I wish I did this. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. Work on it. You're not stuck. Stop being the victim. You have the power. Focus on you. Yes, they may be here and you are there, but that's their journey. You're not supposed to be there yet. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. Stop trying to be everybody else and be yourself. Accept who you are. Learn about yourself. Pamper yourself. Treat yourself good. Because you don't want to go through life always shaming yourself, always putting yourself down and putting everybody else on a pedestal. Like, that's not the life you want to live. So the main thing that you need to know and the main thing that you need to do is to build your confidence, is to learn about you, love on you, journal, spend time with you, express yourself. Go get your birth chart read, okay? Go get your birth chart read. Get your birth certificate. Figure out time you were born. And go get your birth chart read. Everything that you don't think you know about yourself is going to tell you everything, because I can't lie. I did journaling for sure, and that definitely helped me. But getting my birth chart read, that really let me know that, damn, this life is really divine. Everything does happen for a reason. All the things that I hated about myself or that I felt were flaws, it's in my birth chart. And my birth chart said I was going to struggle with this. So it's like, yes, a lot of things are in our control, but some things we have to experience in this life. And it's up to you to make the best out of it. You got to make the best out of your life. And that's all you can do. You can't be George Lopez. So yes, thank y'all for tuning into this video. I know y'all probably was hoping I went more into depth, but really, go get your birth chart read, get your journal, girl, and then come back to me in a couple months and tell me how that's changed your life. And then we can discuss if any more tips are necessary. We always want to make things more complicated when the truth is in the pudding. You can't be confident in something that you don't know. How am I going to be confident and feel capable in a person I don't know? I don't know myself. How I'm going to be confident in this girl? I don't know her. But once you know who you are, what you are capable of, what your destiny is, what who you are to your core, nothing else matters. I can be confident in everything about me, even the flaws, because I know they exist. I know about them. I know I can work through them. But don't ever let nobody make you feel like you have to be perfect to think highly of yourself. You don't got to be perfect. None of us is perfect. You ain't got to be perfect to think that you that girl. You can be no job, no anything, still be that girl. You don't need anybody's permission to tell you that you can be confident. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need anybody's permission to know who you are and be you and show up as you truly and authentically. So yes, do these things. Get back with me and let's have a chat, because I feel like confidence is something that we all have struggled with, because society has all told us who we need to be. Society tells us we need to be this way. We have to be perfect. We have to have long hair. We have to have the perfect body. We have to have the perfect teeth, the perfect lips, the perfect eyes, the perfect everything to be good enough. But baby, just how you are right now as you are watching this video, you are good enough. If you want to improve, do that for you. But again, do not allow society to tell you what perfection is, who should be confident, who should feel good about themselves. Don't allow society to dictate your life. They already dictate everything else. They dictate a lot of shit, okay? They do dictate the life too a little bit. But when it comes to your confidence, don't let them dictate your confidence that you should have in yourself. I don't give a fuck if everybody's saying that the 5'5" bitches are the best bitches in the world. I'm 5'10" and I can only be 5'10". And I'm going to be confident in that 5'10". You choose. You are the boss. You say what's in and what's out. I don't give a damn what y'all saying is the standard. Because the standard is always going to benefit, you know, other people or whoever. But, you know, you are your own standard. Understand that, know that, live that, breathe that. You have your own destiny. You have your own path. Whatever you have, you were supposed to have. Whatever you don't, you wasn't supposed to have it. Okay, for a reason. Understand this. Let it sink in. And move on with feeling sorry for yourself or feeling like you got to be perfect to be worthy. You don't. None of us is perfect. All of us have things that we need to work on. So understand that and be kind to yourself. Be kind, be patient, and have some compassion. Okay? So yes, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, and please comment below and let me know if this has helped you.